All right, we're gonna be going over how to center your clay on the wheel. So you'll take your freshly wedged clay and you want your wheel head to be dry at this point, and you're gonna slam the clay down. So it's important that this is really stuck on there and not sliding around. And then we're gonna turn our wheel on. So you need to go close to full speed, if not just completely full speed. And at this point now, we need to be adding our water. So it's dry when we start, but after that, you want it to feel like it's always slipping through your fingers. If you feel any sort of catching or any tackiness, go ahead and add just a little bit more water. So the important thing for the wheel is that you are using your left elbow and your hip for stability. So that's gonna be, your elbow's not flying around, you need to have your body grounded. So I have my left elbow locked into my hip, and you can either kind of be on your tiptoes, or you can get a brick or something to lift your leg a little higher. And I'm gonna be pushing into the clay with my palm. So I'm pushing in with my left hand, and then I'm gonna use the side of my hand for my right hand, and that's gonna be on top of the clay pushing down. So it's like you're pushing inward and downward at the same time. But really what's best is for that left hand to curve around the clay. So you're still pushing in with that palm, but curve around the clay. And then a good technique would be to grip your left thumb so that you're using this part of the hand right here that's flat rather than the full curve. So it's important that you're doing both pushing in and pushing down at the same time. And so really you're just pushing the clay in and keeping it stable, and then the clay is morphing to where you're pushing it. It's not necessarily push as hard as you possibly can, because once you get it centered, if you keep pushing with that force, you're gonna push it back off centered. So really you're just pushing in and then keeping it still and stable, and the clay forms to you. So you'll know it's centered by if your hands are resting on it, they're not wobbling. So you can see that now this is centered.